there. So
I won't be able to. I will go one by one. So you can check the videos afterward. Okay.
yes, sir.
Don't worry about the network. You will have. Okay. Don't hope that it will go around afterwards. Okay. So first one. In a conductor, read the numerical first. In a conductor, 6.25 into 10 raised to the power 16 electrons flow from its end A to B in 2 seconds. So we are having two ends, A and B. Okay. And how many electrons do flow? 6.25 into 10 raised to power 16. 16 electrons. These many electrons flow, okay, from A to B. Find the current flowing through the conductor. Find the current flowing through the conductor, where charge carried by each electron. Charge carried by each electron is how much? 1.6 into 10 raised to power 1.6 into 10 raised to power minus 19 coulomb. Okay, so we have to measure the current between A and B. How much current is flowing, and the time taken is how much? 2 seconds. That is, in 2 seconds, these many electrons flow from A to B. Okay. So first, what is the definition for current? Q by T.
Rate of flow of charge.
Charge per unit time. So we have to calculate charge. Charge is what? Number of electrons flowing and then charge on each electron divided by T. So charge on the electron multiplied number of electrons divided by time. Okay, calculate it, everyone. You can do first one. So first numerical. First numerical, can you solve, everyone? Any doubt in that?
No, sir.
Okay, let's move to second one. First numerical you have understood. They are endpoints A and B, and these many electrons flow from A to B in 2 seconds. So we have to find the current flowing. Current flowing definition. Current is Q by T, charge per unit time. And what is the charge? Number of electrons into charge on one electron. How much charge one electron takes. Okay, second one, a current of 1.6 milliampere flows through a conductor. Okay, how much current is flowing? 1.6 milliamperes. This much current is flowing through a conductor. If charge on an electron is given, charge on electron 1.6 into 10 raised to power minus 19 coulomb. This is the amount of charge. Find the number of electrons that will pass each second through the cross section of that conductor. Each second, T is given 1 second. You can calculate same formula, I equal to NA upon T. You can calculate. I is given, T equal to 1 second is given, charge on each electron is given, and you have to calculate. Can you calculate it now? Any doubt over that?
Yes.
Okay.
No, sir.
So here charge will take 1.6. Okay. Third one. Okay, read the third one question. Which law we'll be using here? Third one. Which law connects current and Ohm's law? Which connects current and potential or potential difference? Ohm's law. So what is given potential difference? We have to calculate. That is we have to calculate. Okay. And here current is given how much? 200 milliamperes. Resistance is given 20 ohms. Okay. So how they are related? V equal to IR. See here, current converted resistance is SI unit, converted into SI unit. 200 into 10 raised to power minus 3 ampere. V equal to IR, multiply them. You will get how much it will be. Calculate it first. 200 into 10 raised to power minus 3 into 20. So 3 zeros minus 3. It comes out to be 4 volt. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fourth one, an electric bulb draws 1.2 amperes, current at 6 volt. So electric bulb draws current, how much current it draws? First you write them 1.2 amperes at how much volt? 6 volt, 6.0 volt. Find the resistance of the bulb. This is very easy. You can do it yourself.
Sir, Ohm's law.
Yes, sir.
V equal to IR, again Ohm's law. R equal to V by I. V by 6 divided by 1.2. 5 you will get. Okay. Fifth one, read fifth one. These are very easy. Read fifth one. Okay. First
Sir,
write
same
all the
only.
same only. A car bulb connected to a 12 volt battery draws the current of this one. What is the resistance of the filament of the bulb? Okay. So resistance you can calculate. Okay.
Yes,
Will the
sir.
resistance be more, same or less when the bulb is not glowing? When the bulb is not glowing, it means
less.
Resistance
Less.
is less.
why?
Sir,
When
because
bulb is
there
not,
Current
no
is
food.
not.
Sir, because
Because?
current will not flow.
it's the open circuit, current is not flowing. It means electrons are not flowing. Electrons not flowing, they are not colliding with anything. So resistance will be less. See here, electrons will be moving randomly and resistance will be less. Here, when it is not connected, resistance will be less because electrons are moving randomly. There is no force to push them or the speed doesn't increase. So less speed of movement, less resistance. Okay, they are moving randomly, but still less resistance will be there. Calculate the current flowing through a wire of resistance 5 ohm connected to a battery of potential difference 3 volt. Calculate the current flowing through a wire of resistance 5 ohm connected to a battery of potential, again Ohm's law, V equal to IR. Calculate it. V equal to IR. What all are given? 5 ohm resistance.
Find I.
Yes. We have to find current flowing. So I equal to V by R.
VR.
Resistance I equal to V by R.
3.
So 3 divided by 5.
5.
3 divided by 5. So 0.6.
0.6.
0.6 or 0.6. Okay. Now seventh one. Yes, Tamanna, you do it. Seventh one. Are you there? Okay, we'll do seventh one. In an experimental
Excuse me, sir.
verification. Yes.
Sir, we have to use graph now in 7th question.
Yes. Seventh
Sir,
question.
if we don't have,
See,
then
you can do it without graph as well. No issues. This can be done without graph as well.
okay, sir.
Okay, but graph paper is okay because you have to draw the VI graph. Graph paper is must. If you don't have, just leave the space there. Draw with pen or pencil. Whenever you have the graph, stick it. Okay.
Okay,
In the
sir.
experiment of verification on law, these are obtained. Okay, this will do on board. So we have to draw VI graph. So VI graph means V on the y-axis, I on x-axis. Okay, how we are taking? See a potential difference 0.5, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5. So only 2.5. So 2 centimeters we can take as 0.5. Or depending on you, you can take. Or 1 centimeter as 0.5 you can take. Okay, so point, it will be large. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So 0.5 volt, 1.5 volt, 2.5 volt. Okay, depending on the size of the graph. For example, 1 centimeter we have taken as 0.5 volt. Okay, 2 centimeter as 1 volt. What is the scale of y-axis? 1 centimeter equal to 1 centimeter equal to 0.5 volt
0.5.
or okay, or 1 or 2 centimeters equal to 1 volt. Okay. Similarly, current is 0.2. So here 0.2. So 1 centimeter we can take. Okay, up to 1 only. Similarly, 1 centimeter we take as 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8, and here will be 1.0. Okay. Now draw them at when current is 0.2 amperes. What is the potential difference? 0.5. 0.2 amperes, potential difference 0.5. When current is 0.4, it is 1. Okay, this is 0.4, 1 volt. 0.6, 1.5, 6, 1.5, 0.8, 2, 1, 2.5. So now connect them with the scale. It comes out to be a straight line passing from origin. Okay. Now we are here to find. We have drawn the VI graph. Okay, potential difference V when current I is 0.5 amperes. What is the potential difference V when current is 0.5? So 0.5 will be here. 0.5 will be here. 0.5 amperes projected on the line on the graph, and now here. So how much we are getting? How much? See here it is dividing it to half.
1.25.
1.25 volt. Got the answer? Okay, current I when the potential difference is 0.7 volt. Current I when the potential difference is 0.75. 0.75 will be here. 0.75 volt. Project it on the graph. And here. How much you'll be getting? 0.3 amperes. Understood? Now resistance in the circuit. Resistance in the circuit. How to calculate resistance in the circuit?
Resistance is equal to potential difference divided by current.
Okay, so you can take any two values. See here many. Okay, for example, you are taking this one and this one. What will be this delta I? Delta I will be how much? 1 minus 0.2. 0.8 corresponding to it. This one corresponding to it. This one. How much it will be? 2 volt.
Delta V.
Delta V. Okay, there are many ways to calculate this one. You can simply take 0 here, 2.5 divided by 1. V equal to IR. R equal to V by I. So it will be 2 volt divided by 0.8 amperes. How much it is? 2 divided by 0.5. 2.5. You will get the same
2.5.
2.5 ohm. Okay, you can get it as well. 2.5 divided by 1 ampere. 2.5 you are getting. Okay, you can use any length, either this one or from complete here, because it will be passing from origin always. Understood this one? This question you have understood? Okay, do the 8th one now. 8th one is little bit tricky, so think and answer. Write the equation. 7th question, any doubt, anyone? We are recording? Okay.
No, sir.
Okay, 8th question, do it.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
So the 7th question graph, I have made it in notebook.
That's fine. Whenever you have graph, you can make it in graph paper. You'll get the more accurate values. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. 8th question. 2 wires of the same material and same length. So material is same. Have the radius radii 1 mm. So this is first wire, this is second wire. It is having radius of 1 mm. It is having radius of 2 mm. And both are made up of same material. So the resistivity will be same or different.
It's same.
Same.
Same,
Resistivity
sir.
will be same because resistivity is per unit length, resistance per unit length per unit area of cross section. So resistivity will be same. Okay. Now compare their resistance. Resistance we have to compare. Resistance we have to compare. So here we have R1, here we have R2. Okay. Their radius is given. Okay. How we can calculate? Radius, resistance is proportional or inversely proportional? Resistance is inversely proportional to area of cross section. This is clear. So R1, resistance R1 will be how much? 1 upon pi R1 square. Okay. So resistance 1 will be how much? 1 upon pi. Okay, leave it as such. Okay. This we have got. Okay. Similarly, R2 will be what? 1 upon pi. This is R1, this is R2. R2 square, can we write it like this? Proportional. This is proportional side. Okay. Is this clear? R1 is proportional to 1 upon area. We all know, area of cross section. So R1 proportional to 1 upon pi R1 square. R2, 1 upon pi R2 square. Okay. Now, divide first by second. R1 upon R2 equal to what? Pi R2 square upon pi R1 square. Is this clear?
Yes,
Pi
sir.
pi cancel.
Yes, sir.
R2 square upon R1 square. Since it's a ratio of radius, so no need of, we have to make the unit same, but no need of making it as a unit. Okay. So R1 upon R2. R2 square will be how much?
4 upon 1.
4 upon 1. So what is the ratio R1 is to R2?
4:1.
4 is to 1. Understood this one? They are inversely proportional. So R is proportional to 1 upon area. So R1 will be proportional to 1 upon pi R1 square. R2 will be proportional to 1 upon pi R2 square. First, we are dividing first by second. We got this one, pi got cancelled. R1, R2, how they related? R2 square upon R1 square. And this way we have got. And what about resistivity? Rho 1 is to rho 2. They will be same because resistivity is the characteristic of the material. It depends only on two factors. It depends on only two factors. That is the material, which material it is, and it is characteristic property of the material. Second, temperature. Okay. So here it is made up of the same material. Resistance, both the resistance are of the same material. Therefore, resistivity is same. Understood? Okay. Move to next one. Do the next one. This question is clear up to everyone. Okay. Next
Yes,
one.
sir.
Do the next one. Do the next one.
Sir, done.
Okay. A given wire of
Done.
resistance is stretched to double its length. What will be the new resistance? R equal to rho L by A. This is the formula. Okay. Now wire of resistance 1 ohm is stretched to double its length. So from L, the length has been made 2L. Length has been made 2L. What will be its new resistance? It is stretched to double its length. Length, and wire we have taken, we have stretched it. So length becomes 2L. Area will become how much?
Half.
Area will be half.
Half.
Okay, this is, we can take it as L1 and A1. These are the new ones. It will be half of A. Okay. So new resistance will be what? Rho
4.
L1 upon A1.
A1.
So rho L1 2L
Multiplied
1 upon 2A. R1 rho L by A into 4. What is rho L by A? R. R1 equal to 4 into R. So new resistance is how much? 4 times the old resistance. 4 ohm. Okay, so resistance is given 1 ohm. Okay, so it becomes 4 ohm. 4 into 1, 4 ohm. Understood this one?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, do the 10th one. In 10th one, a wire of resistance 3 ohm. So resistance is given how much? 3 ohm. Length is given how much? 10 centimeter. And stretch to, this is new length. L1, we are taking new length. New length is stretched to 30 centimeter. Okay, stretched to 30 centimeter. Assuming it has uniform cross section, what will be the new resistance? Again the same way. If the here the area of cross section is A. If the area of cross section is A, here the area of cross section will be how much? It has stretched to 3 times. So area of A by 3 it will be A by 3. So new resistance rho L1 upon A1. Rho into, okay, it has become 3 times L1. 3L divided by A by 3. 1 minute, radius. It is 6. Okay, 3 ohm. Okay. Into L by A into 9. This is what? Resistance. So R1 equal to R into 9.
9.
R 3 ohm into 9, that is 27 ohm. Understood this one? Any doubt?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. This resistance we have taken R equal to rho L by A. Okay, new resistance L1 upon A1 we have just put. Okay, next one. A wire resistance 9 having length tripled on itself. What is the new resistance? Tripled on itself. So, for example, we are taking this as the wire. It has tripled. So length has become 1/3. Length has become 1/3. Okay. So a wire of resistance 9 ohm. R equal to 9 ohm. Length equal to 30 ohm, 30 centimeter. And area of cross section, let it be A. Now new resistance R1. Length, it has been tripled. So length will become how much? 10 centimeter. L1. It is how much? 3L or L by 3. Length will be L by 3 and tripled on itself. And area of cross section will be A1. 3A R1 equal to rho L1 upon A1. R1 equal to rho L1 is how much? L by 3 divided by 3A. So R1 equal to rho L by A into 1 upon 9. This is how much? R. R into 1 by 9 equal to 9 by 9. It will be 1 ohm. Understood? This question you can do any way. There are different ways to do these questions. So it's up to you. Have you understood this one? Any doubt? Anyone having doubt?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 11th we are done. What length of copper wire of specific resistance this and radius 1 mm is required to make its resistance? That you can do it yourself. Radius you have to convert into meter. Okay. R equal to rho L by A. You can solve it yourself. What length of copper wire? So L you have to calculate. Specific resistance is given. Specific resistance is given. As well resistance is given 1 ohm. Area, how to calculate area? Radius is given 1 mm. Convert it into 1 into 10 raised to power minus 3 meter and area will be pi r square. Calculate that and put that one and you will be able to solve. 12th one you can do it. 13th one. The filament of a bulb takes 100 milliamperes when potential difference across is 0.2 volt. When the potential difference across it becomes 1 volt, the current becomes 400 milliampere. Okay. So calculate the resistance in the first case and the second case as well. Calculate the resistance. So in the first case, how much resistance are you getting? I is 100 milliampere. Potential difference is how much?
2 ohm.
It is 0.2 volt. 0.2 volt. So V equal to IR we have already studied. R equal to V by I. V is how much? 0.2. Milliampere converted into 10 raised to power minus 3. So it will be how much? 2 ohm. 0.2 into 1000 divided by 100. 2 ohm. Okay, second case. When the potential difference is 1 volt and current becomes 400 milliampere. 400 milliamperes. Potential difference 1 volt. So V equal to IR. V upon I. So 1 volt divided by 400 into 10,000, 000. And how much? 0.25 ohm. 2.5. 2.5 ohm. Is this clear? So you can see the change in resistance. 2 ohm to 2.5 ohm. Okay. So why this resistance has changed? See here, initially the potential difference was 0.2 volt. Potential difference has increased. Current has increased. Okay. And resistance has increased. You can see the increase in resistance. This is because of temperature. This is because of temperature. Because tungsten, with increase in temperature, what happens? Increase in, okay. And there's one more reason behind this. Filament tungsten, it's a no-ohmic resistance. No-ohmic. Filament of a bulb, it's a non-ohmic resistance. Okay. So main reason is that one. Okay. Main reason is that filament of a bulb, it's a non-ohmic resistance. It's a non-ohmic resistance. Therefore, there's a change in resistance. With change in potential difference, there will be change in resistance. The main reason is tungsten, it's a non-ohmic resistance. Okay. Here we, rather than temperature, this is the main reason. It's a non-ohmic resistance. Tungsten material is a non-ohmic resistance. Okay. Understood this one? The other reason, that's the increase in temperature, the resistance increases. But the main reason is this one. Tungsten is a non-ohmic resistance. That is, we are not getting a straight line. Okay. Understood this one? Okay, so we end the class here. tomorrow, okay, I'll be asking you for 15 minutes, exercise 8, some questions, and then we will start EMF, electromotive force, okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay, so complete the numericals in notebook, okay? Write steps properly, okay? Thank you all.
Yes, sir.
Thank
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you.